Hi. Who likes cookies? Everybody likes cookies, right? So we're talking about cookies here, people. Let's get excited about cookies. What does Bulbstorm do? Bulbstorm has an engagement platform that empowers cookie companies to reinvigorate their brands by tapping into the passion of their fans' ideas. Now, honestly, we do more than just cookies. Technically, we work with all kinds of companies. We create astoundingly engaging social campaigns that are founded in great marketing, not just technology. So let me tell you a little bit about the technology. We'll get past that and get into the good bits. Thank you. Bulbstorm built a fantastic technology platform that lets you pick all these different types of things we're talking about here that make people get passionate about brands. Things like text submissions, photo submissions, video submissions, comments, ratings, all these other pieces, and let you decide what your audience wants. And not just one, it's not a choice. You can take more than one. You can have an engagement that involves photo, video, and text all at the same time. And then there's no sacrifice. You can take that and customize it. You can make it where, wow, I want to have 140 characters. I want to restyle my module, so instead of it being 5 stars, I want it to be 3 cookies. So now my audience sees the kind of engagement they expect. And we provide technology that makes sure that that experience happens where your audience wants it to happen. You can have the exact same kind of engagement with your fans around cookies on Facebook, on the web, on a mobile device, and different pieces in different places, all talking to each other. So when you've got somebody passionate about a cookie, guess what? They can do it on the phone if they want to. They can do it on Facebook, wherever they want it to happen. So what does that mean for cookies? Hey, we all just said we like cookies. You know what we're going to do is, let's face it, cookies are like currency. I can get people to do stuff for cookies, right? So let's embrace that with a campaign that taps into that. I know if I offered to my kid, hey, I'll give you 5 cookies a day if you'll make your bed, he's going to make his bed. And it'll even be better if I get him to change which cookie he gets each day. Maybe one day it's going to be the gooey cookie, the next day the chewy cookie, whatever he likes. And I can send that in a social experience and get him engaged and excited, and all of our friends. But it's better than that. This is not just a sweeps or a voting application. We've got deep and broad engagement. And what that means is you could submit a text, you could submit photo, you could submit video. And what's cool is, again, you don't have to choose because your audience doesn't all want to do the same thing. You're going to have the mom who wants to film the kid making the bed for the 5 cookies, but you also want to embrace the people who just want to comment on that and say, wow, what a brilliant idea, and that's so cool. I'm going to do the same with my kids. And you know what? I'm even going to challenge you to something back. So you have this rich interactive experience where everybody who comes in can pick how they want to engage. And just as importantly, they can pick how they want to be rewarded. How many of you have ever ran home at the end of the day and said, hey, guess what? I just registered for a sweepstakes. Nobody. It's not going to happen, right? So we got to find ways to help people recognize that there's different types of prizes for different types of people. For your cookie engagement, we may have the option of having people earn points and win their yummy t-shirt. Or guess what? They could just interact and we have everybody win prizes. If you decide that you want to use that coupon and we know there's a cost associated with that, we can put your brand new cookie flavor in for a prize people can automatically win when they come in. So they immediately build affinity with your brand. And guess what? We get 25 times the redemption rates on the coupons that we execute through Coupons Inc. with our technology. So you know that you're going to get a reliable redemption rate, get people into the stores to try it. And equally, you don't have to have 1 million prizes. We can put 100 t-shirts in there if you want and have a raffle. People can spend points and buy raffle tickets. So now even the people who normally wouldn't be excited about participating in an event can say, there's actually a chance I could win that thing. And the prize vault's limitless. You can put all kinds of exciting things in there. And so half of the challenge we're going to face is how do we really leverage this? And we can get the people in this to spend tons of time because when they're in there earning prizes and interacting with their friends and sharing and getting people to vote on their ideas, guess what? They want to share it. And what that produces is truly astounding metrics. We get millions of interactions. One of our clients got over 1 billion impressions. We're not talking millions, billions of impressions across the course of several campaigns in a year. We got hundreds of thousands of votes on most executions, and in fact, sometimes more. We get thousands and thousands. The key is that people want to share, but you got to let them share how they want to share. And we get 18 page views on average across our executions in more than 6 minutes. Many times we get more than that. We've had events with more than 17 minutes of participation. If that's not engagement, I don't know what is. That's better than most games. And they're giving their ideas and sharing with their friends. So the cool part here is this is not just one experience. I really think it makes sense for you, Dave, to say, look, let's start with this Chores for Cookies campaign, but let's build on it. Let's do a second one that says, hey, let's create your own currency of cookies. We'll do that, create your own cookie, but in the fun of what's the ultimate cookie that somebody would want to buy from you. And we'll get all those ideas in there and people will fight about them. And then we're actually going to skip the third one and talk about the fourth, because you mentioned, how's the company going to keep up with this? Well, we're going to take the create your own currency, pick the five most popular cookies out of that campaign, and we're going to have in the fourth quarter a cookie tycoon contest. Because by then, we know that your cookie company can have the R&D department whip up a few bags. And the prizes will be, hey, whoever the cookie tycoon wins, or whoever wins the cookie tycoon contest, not only wins a grand prize, but people who vote on them also get a chance to win a bag of the cookies before it hits the market. So you can imagine how you can integrate incredible campaigns over the course of the year that all just keep building on each other and creating this kind of astounding and ever-growing audience that's fully engaged. So you might say, gee, Bart, that's okay, but you know what? I don't agree with this whole plan you came up with. Because in fact, going back for a second, we've already built this. Because our campaign is infinitely scalable in what we can build, and we can build it quickly. Because what we did is we go from sketch, literally having artists, not geeks, sit down and come up with what is a creative approach to engaging this audience, and we can build it in a matter of days. We have a fully drag and drop WYSIWYG interface where you can say, I want the cookie over here. So now all those times when your client came to you and said, oh, I want to redo a couple of buttons here, and you have to have 16 pieces of paper go back and forth for weeks, you can make that change live in front of the client and help them realize how to make the event better, and adjust midstream if you need to. That's an amazing transformation of how engagements happen.